Once upon a time, the wind and the sun had an argument. The wind, who was as boastful as ever, said,
"I'm the strongest and most effective of all the elements of nature." The wise sun replied, "No, you cannot say so. All the elements are strong and effective." "Yes, I do agree with you, sun, but still I'm the strongest of all," replied the stubborn wind. "If you do not agree with me, sun, let's have a competition to prove this. The weather that can make people remove their clothing will prove that is the strongest of all," said the wind. Agreed to participate in the competition. He invited the wind to go first. Then the wind started blowing on the earth, producing a light breeze at the onset, followed by massive gales that raced across the lands below. The sweeping gusts took away people's hat. Many people even had to hold their jackets and coats tightly to avoid losing them in the storm. Blowing in such a manner for some minutes, the wind created a lot of commotion. He blew away not only many hats, but several empty bottles, rubbish, newspapers, and umbrellas, among other things. But he did not manage to make people shed their clothes. Then it was the sun's turn to show his might. The sun started shining brightly in the clear blue sky. The earth started heating up, and initially the people began to remove their shoes and socks. When it became too hotter, jackets came off too. The wind was carefully witnessing the effect of the sun.
It made him so angry that he caused the weather to change him from sunshine to wind. Thus, the people started putting on their clothes once again and heading indoors to keep themselves away from the sudden storm. The sun removed people's clothes gently, but the wind did the same thing in a harsh way. So, other elements declared that sun is the winner. All the other elements cheered the sun and addressed him as a new hero. But the wise sun asked them to stop the cheering. He explained to everyone that he was not a hero. He also said that no element is best or the worst. All have their own importance. Each one of us plays our role and creates seasons. We cannot survive without each other, the sun said. Finally, the wind came to understand that elements of nature are different, and each has its own duties to perform in nature.